Hello everyone, myself is Samdani and I am a medical student. So today we will learn about polymers. Poly simply means many and mers means its part. It directly says that many parts are linked together to form a polymers. But its actual definition which you can learn is that a polymer is a high molecular weight molecule made up of large number of one or more different types of tiny molecular weight components. Okay? The products from the polymers are all around us. In fact, they become the raw materials for the product we now use every day. For example, clothing, sportswear, electronic and photonic technologies, car parts, packaging, containers, all comes under this polymer category. Right? Here we go. Now, the next. Polymers are GAN molecules having very high molecular masses. They may have molecular masses as high as 50,000 or even more. Such molecules occur in nature and can also synthesize in a laboratory. Okay. Although a polymer molecule is very large, yet it is a single chain like molecule. The repeating unit in this molecule derive from the monomers. Okay, these monomers are the unit of every polymer, right? It is simply molecule which repeatedly combine with other molecules of same or different type to form a polymer. Okay. So here in this diagram, this green part, wait, these green molecules are the monomers and they link together and combine together to form a chain like structure, this green line structure, which is polymer, and the process which occur during this conversion is called polymerization. Hope you get that. Now we are moving next. Here in this table, this is a very important table which give us information about monomers and their respective polymers. In the first row, it is a chemical name of a given polymer. In the second row, the monomer is given. In the third row, their respective polymers is given, and their uses is also given in the next row. Let's take as the first column, the polythene column. Okay, the chemical name of this polymer is polythene, and as you can see in its name, the ethene group are present. So monomer will be ethene, CH2 double bond CH2. Their polymer will be, when the polymerization occur in this monomer, they will become CH2 single bond CH2. Okay, the double bond will be get broken, and they are used in bottles, plastic bags, films, everywhere. You can learn this table and you can take a screenshot from there, right? Now next is classifications of polymers on the basis of the source of their origin. Origin is a place, is a natural place where they originated from, right? So natural polymer, the polymer which occur in nature are called natural polymers. Such polymers have their origin in plants and animals. Okay, here are the examples of natural polymers. Natural polymers also include DNA and RNA. These polymers are very much important in all the life process of all the living organism, right? It's also include starch. It is a derivative of the condensation polymerization and consists of glucose monomers, which splits into water molecules when combined chemically. Okay, you will learn much about starch in biomolecule chapter, right? Cellulose, natural rubber, chitin, cottons, all these elements come under the natural process or natural polymer. Now the next is synthetic polymers. Okay, the polymers which are synthesized in the laboratory are called synthetic polymers. Okay, they are man-made and find variety of application in our daily life. Okay, and most of the synthetic fiber are long chain organic molecules containing thousands of monomer units. Oh, they are very much important. Nowadays, synthetic polymers are used in almost all walk of life. Modern society would look so different without them. Here are the examples of synthetic polymers. Polythene, as we described earlier, vinyl chloride, polypropylene, all these come under the examples of synthetic polymers. Now, we should move next. One more classification on the basis of their structure. Okay, that classification was on the basis of their origin, and this classification is basically based on their structure. First is linear polymer. Polymer in which the constituent monomeric unit are joined together to form a long chain are called linear polymer or a straight chain polymer. The polymeric chain usually stuck one over the another and form well packed structure. Okay, they are combined together tightly and form a well packed airtight structure. Due to this close packing of the polymeric chain, they have very high density, high tensile strength, and high melting point. You can see here in this table. Actually, linear polymer is a long constituent chain of carbon and carbon bond with the remaining two valence bond attached primarily to the hydrogen or another relative small hydrogen atom, right? The example of the linear polymer is high density. Now the next is branch chain polymers. Okay, the polymers which consist of side chain made up of monomer unit attached to the chain are called branch chain polymers. Due to the presence of branching or branch chain polymer, molecules are unable to pack themselves in a compact manner. They are usually irregular packed. Okay, that is why the branch chain polymer have low density, lower melting point, and lower tensile strength than linear polymers. You get that? Actually, branch chain polymer are defined as having secondary polymer chain linked to the primary backbone, resulting in a variety of polymer architecture, okay, such as star, H shape, pop-up shape, comb shape. But these shapes are not there in your course, so we will not discuss about that. Here in the diagram of branch polymer, you can see that let me tell you that this line, the long line, is the primary backbone, and here the secondary bone or the secondary chain is arising, and this is called secondary or 2-degree bond, and this is 1-degree bond, the primary bond, right? Now shall we move forward? Let me clear all this. The example is low density polythene. The branch chain polymer is low density polythene and the linear chain polymer is high density polythene. Okay. Now the next is cross link polymer. It is also called network polymers. Okay. The polymer in which the adjacent polymeric chain link together through a side chain to form a three-dimensional network structure are called cross link polymer. Do you get that? Due to the presence of cross link polymers, they are hard, rigid, and brittle. Right? Actually, when a polymer is said to be a cross-linked, it actually means that the entire bulk of the polymer has been exposed to a cross-linking method. They are very high cross-link density and can cause material to become rigid and glassy. Right? So here in this diagram you can see the crossing is occurring between the primary and secondary chain, and here is a 3-degree or 3D diagram of the cross-linked polymer is given. The example of cross-linked polymer are bakelite, melamine, formaldehyde resins. You can learn many examples are given in the reference book. You can learn that from there. Okay. Do you get about the classification of polymers on the basis of their structure? Now we are moving next. The classification of polymers on the basis of the nature of repeating structural units. Okay. The third classification of a polymer. Here the first one is homopolymer. Polymer in which the repeating structural unit are derived from only one type of monomer unit are called homopolymers. Such polymers are obtained by polymerization of single monomeric unit. Uh, Homopolymer simply means polymers having same monomer unit in the whole chain. In the diagram itself, you can see that the homopolymer, all the molecules are linking together. They are linear polymer and they all are of same group. They all are from the same group or the same monomer unit, right? So they are homomers. Now the next one is copolymers, right? Polymers in which the repeating structural unit are derived from two or more types of monomer units are called polymers. This is completely opposite of the homopolymers. Such a polymers are synthesized by polymerization of two or more and then two different monomers. Okay. So in the diagram itself, you can see the difference between homopolymer and copolymer, right? In this process, homopolymer copolymerization is a polymerization reaction in which the mixture of more than one polymeric species are allowed to polymerize and form a copolymer. And by this process, this whole chain like structure is formed, and this is called copolymers. Okay, it contains multiple unit of each monomer used in a same polymeric chain. um, Homopolymer, the examples of copolymers are the buta-1,3-diene and the styrene. The reaction between them is formed, the double bond, the covalent bond gets broken, and they together form a butadiene styrene copolymer. Okay, that's the example. It is not given here. You can learn it from that reference book or NCRT if you wish for. So here, hope you learn about this. Okay, hope you understand the concepts. Thank you. I will provide you the PDF of this lecture in my description box. You can go and check it from there. Thank you.